Hey, yo, what's good, man? This is the face for radio. Yeah, the face made only for radio. Don't be too scared. It's your boy, Michael Lane, you know what I mean? Team Lion Show, like it or not with Michael Lane. I got to get on my talk, man. And what I got to talk about right now is the Phil Robertson situation. We all know Duck Dynasty, y'all. We all know what A&E did. A&E is partially owned by ABC, so we're not surprised that this happened. We're not surprised. What these people are doing, this far left movement, they're first off, they're undermining the true fight of the homosexuals and lesbians out there. They're undermining that. That's why they reached way too far, and it's backfiring. It's backfiring on them. Right, Cracker Barrel? It's backfiring on them. Right, A&E? I have a before I get on the dissing of Phil Robertson, I got to tell the Robertson family this. You all have made a statement saying you don't know if you can go on with the show without the patriarch. And you all are in talks with Annie to see what happens. That is a big mistake. Another thing, to you conservatives out there, to say we need to campaign to bring back Phil Robertson. That is a big mistake. Let me explain why. Before Duck Dynasty, a little over, just a tad bit over 1 million people were watching A&E. Since Duck Dynasty, 11.8 billion. You all don't need A&E, Robertson family. Duck Dynasty doesn't need A&E. A&E needs them. They need you, Robertson family. Take your show and get the hell out of there. That's on the real. Let them hurt. Go to Fox or go to the Outdoor Network or the country music television. Go somewhere because you can. It's an empire. Duck Dynasty is an empire. You don't need A&E. Don't talk nothing to A&E. Just pack your bags, get out, and let them stay down in a low rating situation with OWN. Keep them in the cable basement. They made a mistake, and they didn't realize the backlash that they were going to have. Now, they said, a lot of people, especially from ABC, well, this is a privately owned company. It's not about the First Amendment. They can let them go. They can let anybody go, even if they say that they don't like a certain type of glass. That's true. But they stopped the argument. The reason why they stopped the argument there is they saying, shut up, don't complain, and let whatever happens, happens. No. What they fail to tell you is to continue on. It's not about First Amendment rights. It may be about civil rights. It may be about that. Try and look into that. But also, this private company works for the public. They please the public. They entertain the public. So we can react. Write Twitter and stand with Phil. I don't care how many times you ban it. We still going to stand with Phil. Twitter, these. Do you see how the left are? The left owns Twitter. The left owns Facebook. The left owns everything. But yet they're broke and they can relate to black poor people. But anyway, let me talk about this real quick. But before that, don't campaign, y'all, to bring back Phil. Campaign for Duck Dynasty to get the hell out of A&E and let A&E collect cable dust. Go on to another network and leave that nutwork. Now, check this out, y'all. Phil Robertson is getting dissed. Okay, everybody has the right to have their own opinion. Cool. But we have Charlie Sheen and Nikki Sixx. Nikki Sixx called Phil Robertson. He made a series of tweets calling him a homophobe and a racist. Now let's get to the racist part first. Racist? talk about you, Mr. Racism. He got mad at a black person who was acting a little stupid in one of Motley Crue's concerts. Now, Nikki Sixx, you all probably don't know who the hell he is. Nikki Sixx is a guitarist for Motley Crue. Now, when you think about Motley Crue, you think about Vince Neil and Tommy Lee. Nobody knows who that punk is. I dare Nikki Sixx. Anyway, let me get into it. This man was acting stupid. Instead of saying, hey, he's quit acting dumb and all that stuff, he called a black man a nigger. Multiple times. Get that nigger out of here. That's how liberals are. Especially rich white liberals. They always got to call you something, but yet it's in their heart. They lie on you, but it's really in their hearts. What Nikki Sixx did to that black man, said to that black man, was from his heart. From his rich, liberal, white heart. Nigger. And then here's check this out. Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen said, what you said was unforgivable. Now look here. And throwing all kinds of insults at the man. You've insulted all of my friends. Charlie Sheen, the woman beater. Charlie Sheen, the cokehead. Now look, I'm a recovering drug addict. But I've been recovered and I'm still walking the road of cleanliness as far as drugs are concerned for decades now. Almost 2 decades. So I'm not going to really dog him on the drugs, crackhead. But this dude, a woman beater, a druggie, calls his black friend in anger nigger. He called him all kinds of nigger. Left it on his voice message or something like that. Look here, you nigger, you stupid nigger. Was there outrage when he did this? Nope. Was there outrage from the media when Nikki Sixx said what he did? What he said? Nope. Instead, Charlie Sheen went on to go into 2.5 Men. And Nikki Sixx was, he wasn't shit anyway back then. Even back then. Nobody cared. But the liberal media didn't go up in arms. But yet, they dissed Paula Deen, a Democrat, who went off and said nigger about 400 years ago. And the reason why, it's just this simple. They try to portray Southern white people in a bad racist light. That's racism. That's racism. I don't usually throw my race card out, but that's racism. And it's racism towards white people. And that's what they thought with Duck Dynasty. They didn't think Duck Dynasty would be this popular. They just thought, let's put out these white people, aka white trash, and let us make fun of them. And they'll be popular because they've been made fun of. Little do they know that there's a relation factor, the connection with Jesus Christ. And look at the hypocrisy of A&E, dropping Phil Robertson, for saying what he said, which really was what he believed and speaking from the Bible. That means nobody can preach in church. It really is not even his feelings. It is the Bible. His mind is not of ours. His mind is of the Bible, the Word, God. So everybody can, and I'm not saying if you want to disagree, you can disagree. Fine. That's cool. That's cool. But the hypocrisy of A&E is unbelievable. A&E turned around and they said they cut off in Jesus' name. You know why they cut off in Jesus' name? Because they said it would hurt the Muslims. You mean Muslims that'll chop gay people's head off? These liberals who worship Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, who said that gays need to be beheaded and stoned to death? But they love them and protect them. You see the hypocrisy, y'all? Look at the hypocrisy of Charlie Sheen and Nikki Sixx. And I dare one of y'all to call me a nigga to my face. No, not from far away. I'm in Chi-Town, dog. Call me a nigga to my face. See what goes down. I can't stand y'all hypocritical liberals. You all are the real racists. Well, I better get up out of here, man. But what can y'all do, man? Easy. Don't eat at Cracker Barrel ever again. I don't care how many times they apologize. All right? Forget Cracker Barrel. Forget A&E. Don't buy anything. Don't watch any more reruns of Duck Dynasty. Don't purchase anything that says Duck Dynasty because the money is going to go to A&E. You hear me? All right, let's take a real stand. Let's hurt them. Okay? Duck Dynasty has an empire. And the Robertson family, pack your things, get the hell up out of A&E, let them collect dust with OWN and all these other OWN and Al Jazeera and all these other crappy networks that nobody's watching, and MSDNC. All these other crappy networks or nutworks. Get out of there. All right? All right. I'm up and I'm out of here, man. I love y'all, man. Peace. Love. Keep doing it.